There's a few easy ways to tell if you're doing the right thing, but there's one thing in particular that is a make or break. Once you know this one thing, it will allow you to make the adjustments you need to make in order to either win or get the thing that you want to get. Without further ado, I'm going to go straight into it and tell you guys what it is you need to hear today. So what is this thing? How can I know if what I'm doing is the right thing? I'll tell you how. All you got to do is ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now predictable, or is it what most people are doing? That's what you got to ask yourself. If you answer the question and you say, yes, what I'm doing is predictable, somebody is able to predict this is what this person is going to do, then you're most likely not doing the right thing. Because especially with the big decisions, right? Think about all the people that you know, whether it's someone of the past, whether it's even someone in the present time, right? This the most significant people. And I'm going to use Jesus Christ as an example because I know the story of Jesus very well because I've read the Bible a lot. In the story of Jesus, 90% of, in fact, if not 100% of everything he did, it was extremely unpredictable. Extremely unpredictable. I'll give an example. Him turning water into wine, right? Whether you're a Christian or not, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't really matter. The principle stays the same. Who could have predicted that that's what he would have done? Even his mum that asked him to do it, she didn't actually know whether he would do it or not, right? So even down to the last person that, you know, the person who knew him, she was the only person that really knew him, and she asked him to do it, she didn't know if he was gonna do it. Still, he did it anyway, and it shocked everybody there, shocked the world, and obviously it's written in the history books. And, you know, hundreds of other things. Just think of all the things Jesus did and ask yourself, was that predictable? No, it wasn't. You know, everything, right? Even down to him being questioned, asking who he is before he is about to get, you know, martyred. So that's just one example. I'll give another example in present day time. Elon Musk. Back in 2020, I think May of 2020, I remember this pretty well because this is very daring and it was very unpredictable, right? Elon Musk's owned 7 homes worth over 100 million. And he said he's gonna sell all his homes and pretty much all his possessions and he's gonna rent. And at this time, Elon Musk was worth, I think, around 20 something billion. I would say 28 billion, around 28 billion. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 50 billion, maybe 70 billion. He was worth probably 70 billion. He wasn't the richest at the time. Matter of fact, there was quite a few ahead of him, but he sold all his possessions. Now, fast forward to 6 months later, he becomes the richest man in the world by having a net worth of over 178 billion, I think it is. I think it was at the time. Now, at the time that he did what he did, the whole world would have been like, oh, what's this guy doing? Who does that? Who's a billionaire that sells their homes and decides to rent? Nobody does that, especially not billionaires, right? So again, he has his reasons for doing it, which don't really matter to the outside world. It only matters to him. But the point is, to the outside world, what he was doing wasn't predictable. Him doing that, even him saying that, because he tweeted it first. Yep, I'm gonna sell, you know, I'm not gonna own any house. People still wouldn't have thought, yeah, he's gonna actually do that because he's a billionaire. Which billionaire does that? So anyone you look up to or respect, apply that same thing to their life and you'll be able to see that what they did wasn't predictable, or it most definitely wasn't what most people were doing. That's what I want you to start thinking about. Is what I'm doing what most people are doing, or is what I'm doing predictable? If the answer is yes, then it's most likely not the right thing, because you haven't come to be a copy of somebody else. You've come to be unique to yourself. You learn from other people. Yes, you have come to learn, but you've also come to make your own decisions. People can only guide you, right? But you're still here to make your own decisions. And your own path is very unique to, you know, it's extremely unique to anybody else on this planet, right? Nobody else has got your name, lives in the same area as you, has the same fingerprint, same eyes. You're extremely unique. So that means your path is unique. So people shouldn't be able to predict what you're going to do. That's the truth. If they can, then you're most likely not doing the right thing, and you're just listening to everyone, listening to everything you've been told. So that is pretty much it. That is the main thing that I wanted to tell you guys today. I do hope it makes sense, right? I will leave you with one bonus thing before I go, which is how to actually apply this to your life. I think the best way to go about it, right? Because you don't want to do something that is actually silly and actually doesn't benefit you in an unpredictable way. The best thing, which will always help, is you gotta ask yourself, okay, what is the bravest decision that I could make? When you ask yourself that question, you obviously get a lot of ideas. You could get one idea, you could get a lot of ideas. That decision is most likely what you're meant to do, right? And I know it's very scary, it's very daring, but that is an unpredictable decision. The bravest thing you can do. That's a very unpredictable decision, because people don't do that. People don't make brave decisions. They don't. Especially the bravest decisions. Nobody does that, right? And even if someone does, there's still going to be something braver to do. Or, once they've done that brave thing, now it's the next level. There's another braver thing to do. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it's been a helpful video. Please talk to me downstairs in the comments. And yeah, man, I want to talk with like-minded people, and I want to know what you thought about what I said today. Any things to argue against, or any things to support what I'm saying, or any thoughts, drop it down below. Let somebody else chat to you about it. I will also talk to you about it. Thank you very much for listening today. I hope you have a nice, lovely rest of the day. And don't forget, you have to be your best version by competing with your best version. So, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one.